Greetings, my friends and professionals. It's been a while, but hey, that just means you miss me. So I saw this and I could not have this conversation by myself. So here I am having it with you. Did anybody see this over the past week or so? Um, where it was an office retreat gone wrong. They left a man on a mountain. They left someone there. So I titled this video, Who Needs Enemies When You Have Coworkers Like This? Because I just couldn't understand. I could not justify what happened here. So we'll dive into this a little bit. But what the gist is, there was an office retreat, obviously, and one of the hikers, it was 15 people, got disoriented and they basically left him to the point where it was like raining, it was cold, the man got disoriented, and the coworkers they came off of the summit, right? They are in the lodge somewhere having cookies and ice cream. I don't know. But they didn't even send rescue workers till like 9 p.m. So I don't know. I can't believe people would do this. But let me just give you a little synopsis and then I will give you my 3 cents on it. All right, so this happened in Denver. So yeah, a group of 15 hikers went on an office work retreat. They ended How do you end up separated from one hiker? Is 15, not 1500 of y'all. Anyway, so let's see. All began for rescue workers about 9 p.m. Okay, so one group was completing a summit attempt, and the second group was ascending to the saddle and then returning from there. However, one hiker was left to complete his final summit push alone. He reached the summit about 11:30 a.m., according to the Chaffee County SAR, but became disoriented when he was to descend the mountain. When he looked for items left in the boulder field to mark the descending path, the path markers were gone. So apparently, the first group that went up there, they left things as markers, right, to come back, but they also picked them up. My skeptical brain and working with trifling coworkers, not everybody, but my skeptical brain goes, they did that on purpose. Now, it is quite possible that they didn't realize it was a person left behind. So my optimistic brain will say that. So let's say, okay, they didn't know. It's two different groups. They thought everybody was accounted for. Okay. The hiker attempted to descend according to the agency, but found himself in the steep boulder in the scree field on the northeast slopes. I don't know where that lake is. Concerned for himself, he sent a pin drop to coworkers that were already coming down. These coworkers informed him his route was wrong and to climb back up to the slope. So y'all know this man is by himself. And he's like, "Hey, this is where I am. Obviously, I need help." And their response to him was, that's the wrong way. Come back this other way. So nobody stopped to say, let me go meet such and such because I don't want to leave him out there by himself. Nobody said, let's go and help this person together. Nobody. I mean, do we need to be best friends at work to not leave someone out in the elements? After about 3:50 p.m., the hiker had nearly regained the ridge between point A and point B, sent another pin drop to the group. Shortly after sending that message, as the SAR group said, the hiker was assaulted by a strong storm with freezing rains and high winds, causing him to become disoriented again and leading him to lose cell service. I would be terrified out of my mind. Well, I wouldn't be on a mountain by myself. So there's that. Especially in an area where I don't know where I'm at. I'm not with a seasoned person. Okay, about 5 hours later at 9 p.m., the search and rescue teams were told that he hadn't returned. They had to send drones. The folks, this is the picture of The search and rescue team. Oh, that's what SAR means. Okay, good to know. There was a helicopter involved, freezing rains, all the things, a second search operation. Oh, that man was out there overnight. Overnight. Oh my gosh. Wow. The hiker was phenomenally lucky to have regained cell service when he did and to still have enough consciousness. We're losing consciousness on retreats. The agency reminded hikers to always hike with a partner, um, pack bright clothing, and remember to pack the 10 essentials, etc., etc. What in the world is this? Where do we do this at? They left this man overnight on a mountain to the point where the journalist said he was assaulted by winds and rains and all of the things. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry. And I've worked in workplaces where I'm a highly sociable person. I love people. So I it's easy for me to make at least good rapport with the people I work with. I can't imagine having such a lack of respect that I'm not checking to make sure someone is okay, or you realize this person is separated from the group and you tell him how to get to where he is, but nobody meets them there, as well as they didn't call anyone until 9 p.m. So at some point, the 14 other people in this group knew that this man was missing and they left him out there. I don't care how good this retreat was. I don't care how good the food was that was catered in there. Something is not clean in the milk. Well, I'm just going to break this down because this is all the information that we have. And sure, I'm probably inferring a couple of things, but I'm just going to continue to confer on and just give my perspective. As a leader, I don't know if this man was a leader. If he was, that's a problem. If you know you don't know this area and you're summiting somewhere, yeah, you need to stay with the group and you need to showcase the importance of teamwork, collaboration. If the guy that got lost was a leader, if not, where was the leader at? Where were they at? Because remember in fourth, fifth grade as kids, you had an accountability buddy to say we're counting to make sure everybody got on the bus, right? So this was a very poor demonstration of leadership for the leader to not make sure that everyone was together. I mean, after all, it's a retreat, right? This is where we do team building and all of that fun jazz. Well, where was the building and the collaboration with this? Secondly, for the coworkers, I don't care how much you don't like someone. It's not like we are at an amusement park. We are out here in the elements. We don't know them out there like that. The forest elements have claimed many lives. It's too dangerous of a situation to not make sure someone was safe. So just the sheer lack, like I said before, of respect for another person's well-being, this offends me. If I can be honest, I think this is offensive. Um, what were the dynamics there for this to happen? It's more than just we work in silos. I don't really know this person. We don't always agree. I'm a highly dominant person. This one is not. Is way more than that. This speaks a lot to the culture of the organization. And I think there needs to be some serious intervention here. If I can keep it 100, if I was that coworker that was lost and assaulted by the elements, I would be looking for another job. I mean, I wouldn't want to work somewhere where people can't at least care enough to make sure I do not get eaten by Yogi and his friends out there, or, washed up by the elements. So if I was him, I would just find something else. This was wrong on so many elements. I've been having conversations with me about this, but I figured, hey, let me talk to some of you guys. But let me know your thoughts about this. Is this ridiculous to you? Do you work with people who would treat you like this? If so, I think it's time for you to look for something else. Anyhow's, let me know what you think. This would scar me from going on anybody's office retreat after this. knowing that they would just leave me out here in the elements. I don't know. And they left him overnight. That man didn't get found until the next day. And they're using the words like, we're glad he's conscious. What? For an office retreat? At this point, work is dangerous. Office work should never be dangerous. But anyhow, this was wrong on all levels. Culture is wrong. Leadership is wrong. Employee engagement is wrong. Self awareness is wrong. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. We'll chat about it, and hopefully, this man has found another job. All right. Well, I'll be back on maybe next week. I got some good stuff coming down your pipe way, but let me know what you think, and I will chat with you in the next video.